What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Bofino1 bringing you guys yet another YouTube video. And now kids have already started going back to school, depending like if you're in the South or just depending on how your school system runs, which is a little different from state to state. Which now has me wondering, will school ever be the same, honestly, just due to COVID and all the different restrictions? I mean, it seems like the kids will need to be wearing masks, and then we all know how kids are. They're not necessarily going to follow all instructions that are given regarding keeping their mask on, as well as how will things like recess and gym time really work out? When kids are in close proximity, are they going to follow protocol, as well as will the staff be able to control these kids? The other thing that I look at in terms of like not even just elementary school kids, I even think about college kids. For those of you who don't know, I graduated college about 2 years ago, a little over 2 years now. And it just kind of makes me think, because when you're in college, you live in close proximity to people pretty much all the time. So for example, those that live in dorms where, you're sharing the same living space, like a lot of time people tend to have roommates, right? I had a roommate my first year. So, the rooms are not that big. I mean, you're in pretty close proximity. And, you're sharing quite a few of the same things. You're touching the same stuff. So like, for example, everyone is using the same bathroom, toilets, sinks, showers, etc. And like back then when I was in college, I mean, bathrooms were kind of gross if you ask me. So I can imagine what, in a sense, you think about that same type of mentality. People go away to school. How clean are they going to be able to keep those bathrooms? I mean, we had people that would come clean our bathrooms and take out the garbage every single day. But I mean, still, people were using the bathrooms all throughout the day. So people were dirty. I even thought about the dining area. Like I remember when I would go down to eat like breakfast, lunch, or dinner, whatever the case is, I would have to give my student ID to the person that was working at the counter. They would swipe and then hand it back to me. And then, you kind of think about that. And then also the way the dining halls are set up, because when you have a large amount of people that are trying to eat, what do you typically do? Well, you typically have it like buffet style where you grab your own plates, your own forks. Certain areas you would go up to and you'd have to ask for this type of food, but a lot of places you would be able to grab your own food pretty much like buffet style. So it's crazy. So I don't know how that's going to work. As well as these college folks on the first weekend are going to want to get loose. Like I remember the first weekend I was moving my stuff into my dorm room, and we had people, they helped us move up because, I remember it was me, my mom, my dad, and my brother, and we all had went down to my school, and we thought like, oh man, we're going to have to be walking up and down steps left and right. And that wasn't the case. There was a whole group of people that was there helping you put your, stuff in your bag and your carts, and they were helping bring them up. So all we had to do was pretty much just sort everything once we got it to the room. But are they going to be able to do that type of stuff? I don't see it. As well as even for moving day, like I know they had a specific moving day for like all the freshmen, but even still, like at my school, it's about roughly like 20 to 25,000 people that go there, so you're talking about over 5K, let's just say on average per grade or more. So are they going to be able to have everyone just like barge into their dorm rooms? Like I just don't understand, how is all of that supposed to happen? Or just like how people be packed in study halls, like I remember going to the library and like studying on the weekends and during the week, and being in classes. Like, how is that supposed to work? And then I also think about the grammar school kids, because a lot of them can't even get vaccinated. And at the college level, you're able to get vaccinated, right? So that can help with the spread of COVID. But then, like, I remember the first weekend, everybody wanted to get loose. I mean, you're a freshman, I went to some parties, and, you're away from home, you're away from mom and dad, and, you're also trying to get to meet people and know people, because that's how you mingle. That's how you get to meet people, by going to different events, different clubs, sometimes even going to parties or whatever, football games, etc. So I just wonder how all of that is actually going to play out in the end. How is that going to work out? Like it just all seems like it's going to be a way for the infection rates to go higher, right? Because even like you think about the college level, even if people are vaccinated, but like if you're going to parties and you're drinking, if you're talking to people, there's a good chance you're probably going to pull your mask down. Like if you're eating, so how is all that gonna work? Like I just don't know. And then like I said, especially with the grammar school kids, with a lot of them not being able to be vaccinated, that's even more scarier if you ask me. But let me know your guys' thoughts about this down below in the comment section. I feel like things are just gonna be different. Like I feel like the school system, I don't know if it's ever really gonna be the same just because there's so many precautions. Like, people won't be able to be as free as they were. And then as well as, like, a lot of these kids are going to be so awkward. Like, a lot of these kids, like, especially like from middle school to high school and high school, whatever, like, a lot of them have been doing everything via online, via e-learning, when this is the time that they should actually be getting those social skills and getting out and meeting people in their grade, and they're not getting that. So, you know, it's gonna be weird. I feel like it. Like, it's like people are gonna have to learn how to be social again. There's gonna be a social gap because, for example, like how you'd have play dates, people coming over your house, like that's not gonna happen, you know. So it's like these kids have such a rough time, and like I don't know if things are gonna work out within the next couple years, right? So let me know your guys' thoughts about this down below in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll chat with you later. Peace, Fun Army.